Oh, and we're dead. Hello everybody and welcome to Nightbringer's Watch. I am your host Falk, and tonight's main event is Magic Arena, a round of sealed. And how I would like to do this is I use my token entry, we watch which rares we get, and then I'll do a deck building off camera. And then we see you in the games. Well, let's start. We open these 6 packs and a random 7. Well, this is hard. We watch what to build with these cards and we see us in the games. So, this is the deck I came up with, and I decided to go with green and black and slight splash to red for Florian, just because Florian is a huge card advantage and random 7 is generally a good card and able to throw a huge body on the board, especially in the late game. So we have some removal, some token producers, and something against flashback cards or cards that can get back with this new mechanic, Disturb. And I think the curve is okay, and holy shit, we got 4 Diagraph Hordes. 4 in these 6 packs. But without further ado, let's see how we do in the games. Round 1 of our sealed, and I think this hand is okay. Well, at least we got a land of every color needed. And we're going first. So let's say hello and be nice. And opponent is playing black. And that was random 7. Oh boy. Island for the opponent and Ludovic. Ooh. Mountain and Bird Admirer. And let's get in with the Vengeful Strangler. I don't think he will block that one. Eaten alive, okay. Boy, I hope Ludovic does not transform that early. Forest Ghoulish Procession. And let's get in with the Vengeful Stranger since he can't block anyway, so I just hope we find another land and can play our Diagraph Hordes. Oh, or a foul play to get rid of the Ludovic. I don't know why, but I fear Ludovic. Investigate, and we got a decay zombie. So since the opponent doesn't know our hand, just let's investigate. Sacrifice the glue to draw a card. Oh, and a third one. Hey. Opponent does Black Islands. And a pup. Whoa. Seem to have some good cards in his packs. Death Bonnet Sprout. And attack with the Vengeful Strangler. Three or more creature cards. We have none. No creature card. Rotten Reunion. This is other. Okay. Creature tokens. So one token is missing for the opponent to transform Puppet Stitcher. We lose 8 in a life. That would be pretty strong. So Forest and Diagraph Horde. We will get rid of the Rotten Reunion. Oh, and he does not play it. Good for us. Another hit with the Vengeful Strangler. Destroy it. GB may transform Puppet Factory. But he does not get any more tokens out of Puppet Factory. Another Diagraph Horde. And let's get rid of the Ludovic. Attack with the Strangler. And he blocks. Okay, do we have to enchant a creature or Planeswalker? The Blood Tithe Collector. Does not transform the Puppet Factory to the Puppet Stitcher again. Still misses an island. Ooh, Death. The Dreadhound. Best wave. Sacrifices the creature enchanted with this. Oh. 9 life. Let's get him with everything. Blocks the Death Bonnet Hulk. And some decayed zombies, but I think that's enough. So we won round 1. And we're off to round 2 of our Seal Adventure. And do I keep this? And we have some removal, but we only have swarms. No, I'll mulligan. Well, somewhat better, and we got Ryan 7 back. The Diagraph Horde to the bottom. We may or may not draw 2 or 3, like in the last game. Evolving Wilds for the opponent. Ah, there you go. We will play also an Evolving Wilds, but crack it right away for, I think, a forest. Oh, opponent cracks 2. takes the plain, we take the forest. Plays a swamp. Jadar. We will foul play the Jadar. Get rid of it immediately. Opponent plays a forest, a shady traveler. Attacks. Zombie goes to the graveyard. We will play a forest and the Bird Admirer. Player in Cathar creates a human. Gets in with the traveler. We play a swamp, a jack-o'-lantern, and a vampire interloper. Let's crack the jack-o'-lantern to get rid of Jadar right away, before he may or may not come back. We won't attack. Next turn we can run a 7 to the board and immediately get a tree folk. Gets in with the Shady Traveler. We can't block. Creatures transform. We play a swamp and the Renan 7.
Those who harm the forest destroy the gifts nature grows.
Our command.
The entire forest is an army.
We attack with the interloper. I guess that has been Renan 7 for the longest time. Infernal Grasps our Treefolk and Candle Grove Witch gets in. Just with the Stalking Predator to the Renan 7. Renan 7 die. We get in with the Interloper and play a Bat Whisperer, creating a 1/1 black creature token. And play the Death Bonnet Sprout. Opponent plays a Forest and an Augur of Autumn. Gets in with the Candle Grove Witch. We will block with our Reach creature. Death Bonnet Sprout mills a Diacraft Horde. We will play a Swamp and a Diacraft. We will play the Diacraft Rebirth to get back the Diacraft Horde, just to get 3 creatures on the battlefield. Infernal Grasps our... We will remove the Infernal Grasp from opponent's graveyard. And we will attack with the Interloper and our Bat. Fifth the turn. Opponent plays a search party captain to draw a card. Has 2 cards in hand now. Timberland Guide. Puts the counter on the Candle Grove Witch. There's a land from the top of the library. But does not attack. We mill a duel for dominance. That would have been a great card. Well, let's get in with the bat and the interloper again. And then we play another Diagraph Horde. Get rid of the Evolving Wilds. And shift the turn. Will they attack with the Canyon Grove Ridge? Oh. Return the Diagraph, the Infernal Crest back to the hand. Well, we will get rid of the Dryad's Revival. And get in with our flyers. And 2 of our zombies. We want them to die so we can play the Diagraph Rebirth to get back our Breach creature. And we will end the turn. Opponent is at 3, so our next fly-in attack would be lethal. But opponent has an Infernal Grasp in hand. And now a Siege Zombie. Kills the Bird Admirer again. I think that might have been a mistake. There's a Gavany Silversmith. Put some tokens onto the Shady Traveler and the Canyon Grove Witch. Can they win? Get in with everything. How will we block? We can't block the 5/5 flyer. We will block the Cathar, the Dauntless Avenger, and the Shady Traveler. No, the Cathar Commando and the Augur. Oh, and we're dead. Okay, we can't keep this opening hand of our 3rd round. We just have a forest and nothing we can play, so mulligan. Let's be greedy. Death Bonnet, Sprout, to the bottom. And come on. Swamp and British Procession. Maybe they got the same problem that I got. No mana. Okay, you control the target creature or planeswalker in opening control. So let's power play and get rid of the Vengeful Strangler right away. Unruly Mob. This could get big. But we still have the Defenestrate. We will attack. And play the Hobbling Zombie. Opponent plays a Swamp. And a Vengeful Strangler returns. Just creature card. Just creature card. There's a Cathar Commando. We play the Evolving Wilds. Cracked Gate of Forest. Do we Defenestrate? It's an instant, so we can wait. The Cathar Commander can destroy our enchantment, so let's Defenestrate the Cathar Commander. They crow their unruly mob, and we get a zombie. Let's get in with the Hobbling Zombie. Blocks with the unruly mob. So we will get another zombie. Brutish Procession. Can trigger only once each turn. Okay. Has another Vengeful Strangler. Next turn we may play our Bat Whisperer. Or the Diagraph Horde if we has another Cathar Commando. Sacrifice it to get rid of our Ghoulish Procession. Well, let's get in with the 3 zombies. They die and we play our Diagraph Horde. And we will get rid of the Crow from the Setter. Don't want a Cathar Commander to come back once again. Ever. It's in with the Vengeful Stranglers. I don't think I want to block them. Search Party Captain to draw a card. There's a Swamp. Ooh, we got our Florian. And no mana to play it. Nice. So we will get in with our zombies. Then I think we'll play some roulette, in cracking the clue and hoping for another land. Maybe the mountain. Opponent blocks. Drops to 8. We will crack the clue. And at least we have the Bud Admirer. The bright sun. We will wave back. As an adversary. You know what? You can get in with the 4 damage. But we will also attack. Oh. Blocks with the adversary. We play a Swamp and the Bat Whisperer. There's a Homestead. Courage. Vigilance until end of turn. The Vigilance doesn't matter since it can't block anyways. There's the Rotten Reunion with Flashback. I think next turn we will let the Diagraph Horde and the Bird Admirer back to block. And probably the bat too. The last card of our opponent. If he attacks another Rotten Reunion, that's fine. They can block next turn. Now the Vengeful Strangler can leave the battlefield. Their ability triggers on their upkeep, so we're saving our turn. We don't have to sacrifice anything. So we can get in and they can block and we will win. Good game? Gets in. We will block there, we will block there, and we will block there. So, just attack and done. GG. Up to round 4. Well, 2 lands and the Florian, which we cannot cast. But I think I'll be greedy and keep this. Forest and go opponent. Innistrad. Swamp and hopefully next turn a land on the top of our deck. Now it's a cultist for the opponent. And a swamp. Yeah, there it is. Dice. They draw a card and lose 1 life. Well, let's just play a Hobbling Zombie for this turn. Opponent plays a swamp. Beloved Beggar. Oh, it's a pretty good one. We will attack with the Hobbling Zombie. Opponent blocks with the Beloved Beggar. And we will play the Bell Admirer. So it can stay. Opponent plays Planes. Thinking on there, just playing a Ritual Guardian. We draw a Swamp. Play a Swamp. Defenestrate the Ritual Guardian. And attack with both our creatures. Opponent blocks the Bell Admirer. Does not want to draw a card, obviously. We end the turn. Opponent playing a dual craft train. Now I wish I kept the Defenestrate. It's in with a Novice Occultist. I think we will use our Eaten Alive and sacrifice our Hobbling Zombie. Or Bird Admirer. To not a Hobbling Zombie. Destroy the Duracraft Trainer. Then we get in. Gets in with a Novice Occultist. Or not. Our Wing Shredder flips and we attack with both creatures. Livia's Midnight Ambush. Oh. Zombie gets through, so we can play the Bat Whisperer and create an extra token. Penetrates our Bat Whisperer. Shady Traveler. Gets in. We drop to 17. We draw a land. We play Death Bonnet Sprout. And attack with a bat. And then another Bat Whisperer. What reunion our Hobbling Zombie. Opponent does not attack, but plays the Generous Soul. We we mill the foul play. That would have been a great card in our hand. Attack with the Bat Whisperer. Opponent blocks. Draws a card, loses his life. We will play the Diagraph Horde. Create 2 more zombies. Next round we may play our Diagraph Rebirth. Sacrificing right away a zombie to the Ecstatic Awakener and gets in with the Generous Soul, which has Vigilance. We mill a forest. Get a shady Traveler. Well, let's get in with our Bat Whisperer and those 2 zombies. I really would like to flip the Death Bonnet Sprout. We will use the Diagraph Rebirth to target our Bird Admirer. Opponent plays a Swan. Has 8 mana now. That's quite a lot. We won't block this turn. Maybe if our Bird Admirer flips. We mill another land and draw land. Well, forest and let's get in with the Diagraph Horde and the Bat Whisperer. If our opponent blocks our Diagraph Horde, we will get it back with the Diagraph Rebirth. Yeah. Diagraph Rebirth, the Diagraph Horde. A lot of Diagraph here. We get into extra zombies and get rid of the last 2 cards in their graveyard. And next turn we... Oh. Meathook Massacre, Price 2. It's pretty bad. And a Lunark Veteran. Those tables totally flip. Now we will block. This one's probably lost. Yeah. So let's play those 2 creatures and let's scoop it up. Round 5, and I think this is a pretty good hand. We keep. And we start with Despondent Sprout. We mill Eaten Alive. Play a Swamp and get in. Opponent plays a Novice Occultist. We will foul play that one, I think. But first, Ghoulish Procession. We won't attack. Place a Falcon Open. Abomination. Gets in with the Novice Architect. We won't block. We mill another land. One, and what do we do? Duel for Dominance is a fight, so we will foul play the fucking Abomination to get our own zombie. Then we just attack with the Deathbonded Sprout and end the turn. Opponent. It's in with the Novice Occultist to 18. Sack the clue. Draw a card. Draw a Swamp. Deathbonded Sprout and it's a hobbling zombie, so we have one creature in our graveyard. Play our forest. Get in with both creatures. Nebelgast Intruder. Targets our zombie, I think. No, the Deathbonded Sprout, so we will duel for dominance. The Nebelgast Intruder away before he can block our Deathbonded Sprout. We won't do damage here, but still can play the Budded Myra. Deathbonded Sprouts mills Budded Myra. Our other Budded Myra flip, and we draw a Rain and 7. That's pretty awesome. Let's play a Swamp and attack with those two creatures. Blocks with another creatures. We will run in 7 and use the +1 ability to dig through our deck. And we mill a creature. So next turn our Deathbonded Sprout will flip, but Defenestrate would have been a great card for here. Rotten Reunions, Rotten Reunion. Okay. That's fair. And Rotten Reunions are other flashback cards, so we can't search our library for maybe the only month we have. And Eaten Alive's our Rain 7.
The heat has become unbearable.
Ludovic. Well, we can also Eaten Alive something. And we will sacrifice our zombie to get rid of your Ludovic. And we attack for 4 and play a Blood Whisperer. I did our Ghoulish Procession. not. Trigger. Good game. Okay. We take that. Round 6. Point was first, and we had 3 lands. A Vengeful Strangler, a Defenestrate, and I think we will keep this. Opponent plays a Swamp. We also will play a Swamp and switch turn. There's another Swamp and nothing else. We will play a Forest and a Strangler. Place a Mountain. All plays our Vengeful Spirit, Vengeful Strangler. Pretty good play. We will play a Forest and our Death Bonnet Sprout and shift the turn. Innistrad is an instant. Smoldering Egg. Oh! I thought this card to be bad in this format. We mill a Vampire Interloper and we will foul play this Smoldering Egg. And we won't attack. Slaughter Specialist. That we will Defenestrate. We won't block the Seed Zombie here. Drop to 18. We mill a Direcraft Horde and our Death Bonnet Hog. It flipped. Pretty early this time. Well, Forest, Defenestrate, the Slaughter Specialist. Then we get in for 4. Shift the turn. We will exile the Slaughter Specialist for a Death Bonnet Sprout. Eaten alive the Siege Zombie, sacrificing the human. Our opponent gave us so kindly. And get in. Opponent blocks. And Blade Brand. Ah, okay. The Death Bonnet Sprout. Good enough to get rebirth by the Direcraft Rebirth. Maybe. If it's the turn, we will crack the clue. To draw a card. Jack-o'-lantern. Goblin, Zombie, and the Jack-o'-lantern. And shift the turn. Pawn cracks the clue. Draws a card. Another Swamp. Shifts the turn. We will play a Forest and get in with the Hobbling Zombie. Let's play the Death Whisperer here. Penetrates our Death Whisperer in an instant. Plays a mountain, has 8 lands, is a Neonates Rush. Yeah, okay. That's pretty awesome. Plays their own Hobbling Zombie. Passes the turn. We draw a second Swamp. Well, Swamp and attack. Lunar Frenzy to give their Hoblin Zombie first strike. Okay. We will get our Death Bonus brought back and get rid of their defense trait. Draw a card. Plays a mountain, has no cards in hand and scoops up. Round 7 our opponent was first, and we will keep with 3 lands, though our curve is pretty high. Let's hope we draw Death Bonnet Sprout. Static Awakener for the opponent. We will play a Forest and shift the turn. Next turn I think we will foul play the Ecstatic Awakener before it gets out of control. There's a Shipwreck Sifter. Draw Ren and 7. That's cool. Play the Swamp and foul play. Like an abomination after their attack. We draw a 3rd Diagraph Horde. Play Swamp and flip the turn. This will hurt. Here, 5 to our face. We drop to 13. The zombie dies and we will crack our clue. Forest, that's okay. Vengeful Strangler. And shift the turn. Plays another island. It's in with the Abomination. Will he block our Strangler? Blood Tithe Collector. We lost life, so we have to discard something, and we'll discard a Diagraph Horde. Got enough of them. Let's get in with the Strangler. Play a Death Whisperer. Spread Adversary, it's the blue one. I think we need a land, and it's an Interloper, and that may be the game. Shady Traveler. Let's get in with the Vengeful Strangler. Yep, that's it. It's in, we drop below 0, and that has been our league. Well, we finished 4-3, and I think that's okay for using a seal token. Now it's your turn. What would you have done in my place? And if you liked the video, why don't like it and leave a comment below. And I hope I see you in the next video. Maybe it's magic, maybe it's something different. I just don't want to settle on Magic alone. Well, bye!